Hi everyone, it's been a while and thank you so much for your patience. I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but that's like 5 years in internet time. Basically, I was out of town on a much needed break, but I was still uploading stuff on the Heather's Amino app that I mentioned in the comments of my last video. It's where I've been posting a bunch of random Heather's drawings and works in progress, the kind of stuff that I can't really make into videos, and even some polls to get your feedback on stuff. It's a hub for all things Heather's with amazing fan art and fanfics and cosplays and people, as well as fun quizzes that you can take. My username on there is the same as my username on here, Anidoodles, which is how it's weird to say it loud, just like it's weird to say my actual name out loud. I hope to see you on there, and please feel free to send me a chat or a comment or anything so we can, obviously chat. It's hard for me to reply to every comment on YouTube, but I do really love hearing from you. I have left a download link in the description and hope to see you there. Alright, so you asked for this about 3 weeks ago, and there's a lot more of you now. So thank you so much for all of your support. That being said, this is going to be a little bit long. I'm trying to make it flow as evenly as possible, and I'm super sorry if I missed your questions. I am super thankful for you for asking, and not to be cheesy, but shout out to all the people who said they liked my voice, because that's actually something I'm pretty worried about. And just a secret between you and me, I speed it up to like 103%, so it sounds a little bit higher and perkier. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Do you really have a birthmark near your mouth? I do. I mean, I guess it's more of a mole. I don't really know what the difference is between a mole and a birthmark, but I actually have more like 3. It's just easier and more appealing as a character design to just have the one. At least to me. If you were a graduate student, what did you major in? How often do you sit down to draw? Is it a hobby that you relax with, or is it a job? I graduated from Vancouver Film School from the classical animation program, which is a fancy word for 2D animation. As far as how often, I feel like I've drawn more this year than I have for the past 2 years. It's both a hobby and my job, but sort of late 2015, most of 2016 was not really great for personal work. It was almost all freelance, save for the Inktober I did last year. And I love you too. Do you like dinosaurs, and how is your life going? I do like dinosaurs, though I'm not very good at drawing them, and life is going well, tiring because, being an adult is tiring, but YouTube has definitely been a mood booster. Also, what's your favorite color on a scale of alphabet to pizza? T-Rex. Do you identify as a boy, girl, nun, or both, and what inspires you to keep drawing? I am a female, so she and her pronouns. As for what inspires me, not to sound super basic or anything, but positive reactions from you guys keep me thriving. And before YouTube, I suppose, just because I had a lot of stories and ideas in my head that sometimes I just had to get out, I guess. Sorry, I know that's not a super inspiring answer, but legitimately, hearing from you guys is what keeps me going. Like, the entire time I was gone, I was like, I gotta make more stuff for them. When did you start drawing? Have you ever thought about animating your Animaniacs? Have you ever thought about animating your animatics? Who is your first OC, and what was their name? And what got you into art? And what software do you use? I want to say that I've been drawing my whole life, but I started actually making like original characters and stories and taking it more seriously around 7th grade, so like 2003. Heavily inspired by Pokemon and Sailor Moon, my first OC looked like this, though honestly I don't remember her name, and I think she had like light magic or something. I use Photoshop and Adobe Premiere Pro. I've tried After Effects, but so far haven't really been able to get it to work out for me. I couldn't do it in school either. I have an HP computer with a crap ton of RAM and a huge screen and Intuos for a medium-sized tablet that my friend gave me after my one for my high school graduation present broke. They don't even make them anymore, so if this one breaks, then I'm screwed. I would love to animate my animatics, but unless I somehow make enough money to do this full time, I don't think I'll be able to because it takes a very long time to do. First of all, thank you so much, and can you show us your oldest drawing that you can find along with your most recent? But I don't have access to any older ones. These were from like 8th grade. And I'm not sure if this counts as the newest since I'm kind of always drawing recently, but I remade this one just for the sake of comparison. What would you call your art style? I don't really consider it super Disney, but I also don't consider it like super anime. But someone mentioned a while back offhand that it kind of reminded them of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I thought that was pretty close. Like, you know, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I guess it's kind of like that, more like Cora's, but with more defined noses. Do you like Hamilton? I do like Hamilton, and I do intend to make something Hamilton related at some point, even if it's just one. It's sort of funny, even though I heard about Hamilton long before I even knew the Heathers musical existed. I didn't actually listen to it until the Heathers playlist ended and Quiet Uptown came on. Even without context, I just kind of started crying, because I get most emotional when things are super beautiful. I don't know. Do you like anime? If so, what's your favorite anime, your favorite TV shows, or your favorite movies? I do like anime. I haven't watched a ton of new stuff, but there's a lot that I really do love. So my top animes are Princess Tutu, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, My Hero Academia, Bacano, Wolf's Rain, and Fruits Baskets, to name a few. I've said Fruits Baskets. It's not an extra S, it's just Fruits Basket. My top movies are Moulin Rouge, The Last Unicorn, and The Producers. My top shows are Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Gotham, Gallivant, and Avatar: The Last Airbender, and American Gods, which I would very much recommend to everyone. Well, except American Gods, it's kind of an older show, so don't watch it unless you're over 18. If you could cosplay as a Heathers character, who would you do? Probably Veronica. Oh, I have two questions. Do you like any other musicals other than the Heathers? If you could be friends with one character from the Heathers, who would it be? And who is your favorite Heather ship? I like a boatload of musicals. I guess I would say Heathers is probably my favorite, considering how much stuff I do for it. But I do like others, like Hamilton, Phantom of the Opera, Les Mis, Chicago, Into the Woods, and, I mean, Moulin Rouge and The Producers technically go on that list. So, since they are also musicals. I do ship Chainsaw, especially based on the Who Is She video. I also ship a healthy version of JD and Veronica, and I also ship McNamara and Veronica, and also I'm kind of in the mind that basically everyone loves Veronica, even if I don't see her liking them back. Kiss, kiss, fall in love. If I could be friends with any of them, it would probably be Veronica. Alright, and now for the origin story that you've all been waiting for. To answer your first question, my favorite fast food restaurant probably would be Taco Bell, though honestly I go nearly everywhere. But to answer the whole how did I get into YouTube, how did I get into Heathers kind of thing, basically I work remotely for an e-commerce shirt company, which means I get to work from home, which means I get to listen to my own music. At this point, all I'd really use YouTube for was to watch the occasional funny video and, you know, just listen to music. Sometimes I would click on a song that I did like and let YouTube automatically pull up different music on its play next thing in order to find new songs, and I would just let it play in the background. I'd only ever click into the tab if it was something that I liked or something I wanted to save or just to skip, which is how I found this. So I had watched Heathers the movie a few years ago, and to be honest, I didn't really like it all that much. It's growing on me now after I've been talking about it for a while, but at the time, not so much. And then all of a sudden there was this, an extremely and incredibly emotional animatic to an extremely emotional song to what? A musical based off a movie that I didn't even like? I literally listened to the song and watched the animatic on repeat for like the rest of the week, and my roommates hated me for it. So after listening to Meant to Be Yours for like 10 years, I realized, obviously, that there were more songs, which led me to Yo Girl, and I was like, what the fuck, this is so cool, and I love this animatic. At that point, I decided that I had to make one of my own, even though there were already hundreds out there. So I made one, and I received way better feedback than I had thought that I would, which inspired me to make more, which came with more positive feedback and became an endless cycle. So yes, you can thank these two for me being on YouTube right now, and I will link them below. It was a while after the second animatic that I discovered the animation memes, and obviously by that point everyone else had an extremely informed opinion on them, but they were new to me, so I thought they were awesome. So that's the end for this video. I wanted to say thank you so much again for your questions, and thank you so much everyone else for subscribing to me, and I look forward to making more videos with you in the future. Thank you!